Cette année, c'est même les 2 dernières années,
This year and in the past 2 years, we've seen a great evolution in terms of our products. While the majority of our products used to be veneered, these days they are mostly lacquered, which for us are much more complex to manufacture. When we compare satin white to gloss white, we have 2 to 3% non-conformities with satin white compared to 18% for gloss white. What complicates things with the gloss finish is that the smallest fault, the smallest imperfection, is highly visible. The second factor is the increase in the number of colors, most notably what we call the MAE colors, mastic, argyle, and elephant, which has almost doubled the number of colors we use. And while 7 or 8 colors is not in itself a particularly impressive quantity, a color change on the original line involves a 2 to 3 hour stoppage with 4 to 5 people changing and cleaning the rollers and applicators. All these changes have led us to make modifications to our production lines, which will enable us to be as responsive as possible while maintaining quality levels. We try to manage quality as proactively as we possibly can. We have put in place a paint lab that enables us to check all paint products on arrival, with the aim of detecting a non-conforming product before it has been used. With the increase in the number of colors, the role of the lab becomes paramount, as the number of potential problems also increases. The spectrocolorimeter helps us to assess the lacquers and check their color. When they are used on the production line, we can be certain that items manufactured in January will be the same color as those manufactured in June. This enables us to avoid the problems inherent in a long-term production process.
In terms
of the quality control process, we have done 3 things. The first was to train the operators at the quality control station with the aim of improving the way they check things, therefore achieving the best possible detection rate for non-conformities. So, we put in place a checking method with a number of mandatory steps to optimize the inspection of each item. This entails the operators checking all lacquered surfaces, beginning with the sides, then the edges, and then finishing by brushing their hands over all the surfaces. The second thing we did was to adapt the requirement levels according to the final visibility, that is, the visibility of the finished item once assembled. We have put in place a color system corresponding to the various requirement levels, with green for the faces, which are most visible, those which will be most seen by the final customer. The lowest level, level 1, is shown in red. The final measure we put in place is the final audit. This consists of taking an assembled piece and looking at it critically, as if it were a customer.
Concernant les délais, nous avons amélioré notre activité, notamment grâce à...
With regard to lead times, we have improved what we do, most notably through our investment in the new lacquering line. This new installation, acquired several months ago, is a complement to the existing line and enables us to greatly improve our workflow speed, most notably through a very quick color change operation, 10 minutes or so compared to several hours with the old flat production lines. We can also handle very small runs of pieces using several colors a day. In comparison to our traditional lines, where color is applied by rollers, first to the sides and then to the surfaces, this new line, which sprays water-based paints, enables us to treat both sides and surfaces at the same time, producing a better quality coating. This new water-based lacquering technology meets the most stringent environmental standards, something that has always been a priority for Rosé. Our current workflow at the Saint-Rambert factory is around 2,000 panels per day on the flat production lines and around 300 panels per day on this new installation. All of our production is managed by date. We have a planning system in which each category of product we manufacture is given a date by which it must be delivered to the assembly shop. The improvement to our workflow has been underpinned by the newly created scheduler position. The scheduler is someone who manages the passage of the various pieces through the various workstations. The role of the scheduler is to manage priorities according to the requirement dates so that the operators have all the necessary instructions to enable them to prioritize their work so that the pieces can be delivered within the lead time specified for the customer. Our duty is to respect the lead time and to deliver the pieces to the shop for assembly in a timely manner to ensure the order is dispatched on time. In a way, we are transforming our production philosophy into one that is customer, lead time, and quality driven. I joined the company 6 months ago. Today, the outcome is fairly positive in human terms. The teams are highly committed, highly involved, with a renewed desire to try and improve the entire process. We are also seeking other indicators of success, such as the significant reduction in lead times, which is very positive. We do still have some way to go. There is more work to do in terms of quality and in terms of getting goods to the customer as soon as possible. Our objectives for 2012 are an order-to-fill ratio of more than 90%, no delays greater than 4 weeks, something which is very important to us, and most importantly in terms of quality, a 50% reduction in after-sales claims and factory returns.